Assalamu alaikum, dear students. The topic for today's lecture is the first lesson of Book 2, The Dying Sun. From this lesson, you will have to prepare all the short questions relating to the text and synonyms or substitutes of all new and difficult words. For this, you will have to read twice. First, you will read the lesson with a pencil in your hand and underline all the new words which are unfamiliar for you. Then you will look up in a good dictionary for their meanings and then read the lesson again. This time you will find no difficulty in comprehending the lesson and in giving answer to the short questions asked in the exercise of the lesson The Dying Sun. There is also a glossary of words and terms at the end of the lesson which would be helpful for you to learning the meaning of these words. In the question paper, 2 questions would be asked from this lesson or from all the lessons of book 2. One question would be the short questions and the second question that would be in the objective part of the question paper would be the subsynonyms of different words. Different topics or different things which are discussed in this lesson are: number 1, littleness of our earth in vast universe. The writer is of the view that we are living in a universe that is too vast, and the status of our earth in this vast universe is like a little grain of sand on the vast seashore of all the worlds. In this universe, millions and millions of stars are present, and these stars travel alone. Each star travels far away from its neighbor. So, there is little chance of any star come near to another star. They are doing their travel, their journey, all in loneliness without disturbing the other stars. But according to Sir James Jeans, a rare event happened some million years ago. What was that incident? A star wandering blindly through space happened to come near the sun. This star caused huge tidal waves on the surface of the sun. As the star came nearer and nearer the sun, these tidal waves rose higher and higher, so higher that it formed a big mountain on the surface of the sun. When this star moved away from the sun, this mountain was torn into pieces, and these pieces fell off the sun and began to revolve around the sun. These pieces are called planets, of which one of which is our Earth. These planets are revolving around the sun. These planets were too hot in the beginning, but gradually, with the passage of time, these planets cooled down. So, this is the creation of planets in the universe. And with the passage of time, one of these planets, i.e., our Earth, gave birth to life. The writer is not certain when, how, and where life came into being, but he is certain that the beginning of life would be in the form of humble organisms or monocellular organisms. These organisms had the capability to reproduce the living beings like themselves before dying. But with the passage of time, this stream of life grew more and more complex, and it gave birth to different animals, different vegetation, and different plants. Then the crown of the creation and scream of the creation, the human beings. The human beings whose life are centered in their desires, ambitions, emotions, and religions. However, the writer tells us that we are afraid. There is sense of fear in human beings. Why? They find the universe frightening because of the vastness of universe and because of the littleness of their space in this universe. They find themselves lonely because there is no sign of any life in the universe. Why is it so? Because life needs certain suitable physical conditions for its emergence and existence. The most of favorable and suitable of these physical conditions is temperature. Life can exist only in the regions where temperature is moderate, where liquid remains in liquid state. Neither does it evaporate nor does it freeze. These temperature bands or these temperature zones are millionth part of the universe. That is why there is no sign of any life in the universe other than the human life. This is all that has been discussed in this lesson. And then we will discuss different short questions that would be asked by you in the question paper. The question would be, what happened when a wandering star came near the sun? The second question would be, how our earth came into being. The third question would be, what are the planets and how did they come into being? You are so and so, there would be many questions like this. You should answer all the questions assuming that the teacher or the examiner doesn't know anything about the question. It is you who are to tell him the answer to the question. So your answer should be complete, concise, and to the point. The answer should never start with the word because, or the answer should not point to any previous happening. It should be self-sufficient and complete in itself. That's all.